What's on tap? Let's talk about Jaden Daniels, who's won the starting job in Washington, in our nation's capital. And people are excited about Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels has had a definite journey. He went from being the quarterback at ASU, being pretty good, transferring to LSU and becoming extraordinary. He's been he was the best quarterback in college football maybe last year. I don't agree with that. I would have went with Michael Penix Jr. for Heisman. But Jaden Daniels' stats were so damn good that he won the Heisman Trophy. And I wouldn't say not deservingly so. He was great. He was phenomenal. And it earned him to be picked by the Washington Commanders really early in the first round. And now he's been so good that, hey, he won the starting job. And one of the problems with him is he's a little lanky, not big and buff and, big bottom. But we've seen quarterbacks succeed like that. Lamar Jackson, another guy who won the Heisman Trophy. And I think Jaden Daniels is going to actually exceed all expectations that I had for him. He's going to be good. He's going to be electric. He's going to be, dare I say what Colin Cowherd said? Steph Curry. He's going to be a guy that we tune into, must-watch TV. I talked about this in our Sports on Tap betting show, which you can find in the description if you're watching on YouTube at the Sports on Tap. The Commanders, to me, are my surprise team in the NFC to make the playoffs. And that's all going to be on the back of Jaden Daniels. Of course, I would have liked if he had an offensive head coach instead of Dan Quinn, but Dan Quinn's a hell of a head coach. He took the Falcons all the way to the Super Bowl. And Matt Ryan had an MVP season. I know Kyle Shanahan was his offensive coordinator. But Jaden Daniels, I think, is going to be fantastic. I think Jaden Daniels is going to turn a lot of heads. Lamar Jackson-esque. And he's going to be fun to watch. But it made me think. Let's talk about our rookie quarterback rankings, what I think the end of the year is going to look like, who's going to be the best rookie quarterback and the worst rookie quarterback of the season. That doesn't mean for their whole entire career, but who is going to have the best season and the worst season as rookies. Let's start off with our last place. That's Michael Penix Jr. from the University of Washington, my alma mater. I love Michael Penix Jr. But the reason I think he's going to have the worst rookie year is I don't think he's going to play a snap. Unless Kirk Cousins gets hurt, I think long-term he's in a great situation. But I just don't think that Michael Penix Jr. is going to play. Don't blame the Falcons for drafting him. I think he's their future quarterback. I think he's going to be really good down the line. But right now, I just don't think he plays. Next on that list is Spencer Rattler for the New Orleans Saints. He's supposedly wowed in camp. And let's not forget, he used to be the number one prospect. I think he's going to start 2 or 3 regular season games at the end of the year and be okay. And then go into the following season as a starting quarterback for the Saints. Now, Derek Carr can get hurt. And if he does, Spencer Rattler is going to be thrown into the fire. But I think it's actually good for Spencer Rattler to sit down, not be the actual quarterback for the team right away. And I think that will help him out develop in the long term. So Spencer Rattler is second to last on that list. There's 6 quarterbacks. Number 4, Drake May. I think Drake May is going to be okay. I think he has a lot of kinks to work out. He has a good arm. He's big. He's strong. He's your prototypical, when you draw a quarterback, that's what you draw as Drake May. People say he's a lot like Justin Herbert. Some people have heard Josh Allen, just like that body type. We haven't really seen much success from North Carolina quarterbacks. Mitch Trubisky, comes to mind right away. Sam Howell, already on his second team in 2 years with my Seattle Seahawks. But I think Drake May will be okay. I think he'll do good enough for the team to say, let's give him another year and see in the following season if he's the future starting quarterback in the long term for the New England Patriots. My number 3 quarterback for rookies is going to be Bo Nix. Bo Nix is going to win the starting job in Denver. Bo Nix is in a perfect situation because of his head coach to put him in the right situations. Go look at Russell Wilson's stats last year. We don't like Russ for many reasons, and he lost his job, but he actually did not have horrible stats because Sean Payton is a quarterback wizard. I think Bo Nix and the Broncos surprise a lot of people, and I think Bo Nix is going to be a pretty good starting quarterback, and he's at least a midterm to long-term option for the Denver Broncos. Number 2 is gonna be Jayden Daniels. I know we just opened up this with Jayden Daniels. I think Jayden Daniels is gonna have a very good rookie season. I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people. I think it's gonna be a race for the rookie of the year between him and you'll all know who's the number 1 guy. But I think the number 1 guy is just gonna edge out Jayden Daniels by this much. But is Jayden good? Absolutely. Is Jayden gonna have a good season? Absolutely. If you're a fan of the Washington Commanders, be excited. You found your franchise quarterback. And number 1 is Caleb Williams, who's gotten a lot of hate. I think Caleb Williams is a guy that people just don't like because of multiple reasons. We talked about it all on yesterday's pod. But Caleb Williams is going to be the rookie of the year. Caleb Williams is going to lead the Bears to the playoffs, and Caleb Williams is going to put out some fantastic numbers. But like I said, don't sleep on Jayden Daniels. He's going to revolutionize the position for the Commanders. He's going to be a mix between Lamar Jackson and, in a weird way, a little bit of Steph Curry, where he's going to do things that we might have not seen before. He's had that journey. He's had that time at ASU and goes to LSU and wins the Heisman Trophy. That is not a small feat by any means. So when you think of Jayden Daniels, think about it as someone who maybe doesn't look conventional, but he's going to be exceptional. And the Commanders are lucky. They found their franchise quarterback. And I think he's a guy that the NFL is going to promote because he's going to be electric. Once again, that rookie quarterback ranking is Caleb 1, Jayden Daniels 2, Bo Nix 3, Drake May 4, Spencer Rattler 5, and Michael Penix 6, simply because I don't think Michael Penix plays a down this season. Let's